Okay. Okay, let's go. Okay. Well, hi everyone, for whom is watching. Uh, is there anyone with us? Yes. So welcome. My name is Axel Massa, and I'm the dude doing the data life stuff. And today we are going to clean some animation. So tedious process, a bit annoying, not gonna lie. So a bit of company is welcome. And yep. So first of all, do you hear me properly? Because I have a shitty material, so okay, cool. Okay. So first thing first, do you want to see what I have so far on this project? So basically, this gotta be the next teaser I wanted to do, basically. So showcasing a bit of lip syncing, acting, good old DOA2 fight between Tina and Nathan. And yeah, so far we have that. So everything is in progress and is basically just placeholders. And that's it. So yeah, what we're gonna do today. So first of all, what do you think of it? I think I'm gonna go on this one because I'm almost done with this one. Hi there. Just a minute, the software is a bit annoying. Okay. Okay, nice. Okay, so here, so I'm gonna give you a bit of context. Basically, what we have here is so that's what I call, I'm not inventing it. That's what we call layout posing. So basically, hitting the main pose of the moves. So that's what we're gonna clean today, and this is the growth animation. So with the good timing and everything, with the camera move. So it's really subtle because it have to go and follow up with this one. So as you saw a bit before, like it's working, but it's weird one by one, and that's how animation goes basically. So yeah, today we're gonna clean this, and yeah, do not hesitate if you have like any questions, and I will try my best to answer this question. If you don't let me work, of course. Mm-mm. Why don't you work? I don't understand. Wait just a minute. And thank you very much for the compliment. That's really, really cool. Okay. It's just the streaming that is fucking everything up. Okay, let's do this. Mm, mm. So yeah, I already started to clean my stuffs. So here the blue line is what's gonna be on the final animation. And yeah, and now I'm cleaning this one. Let's name the layers. Okay, let's go. Sorry for the slow beginning, it's first for me, so it's a bit wonky, but should be fun at some point. So this is the onion skin, and it's perfect to be able to stay on model, to have like a really strong drawing and everything that we requires main of the time in order to make like quality stuffs as much as we can. So the whole project is want to be hand drawn, so it's super long and super tedious, and that's why I cannot make like crazy fights every 2 days. And yeah, let me know what you would like to see, what you would like to talk about, and everything. Not the right brush. Oh, Apupu is here with us. One of my favorite DOA artists out there, actually, doing some amazing content. That's shitty. Just gonna try this. Okay, so the whole thing about this part with Tina and Leifang. So why did I choose this one specific fight? Oh, mm, so yeah, about Patreon and everything. I think it's a thing that a lot of artists are struggling with, which is like the imposter syndrome and all this kind of shit. Which is weird because yes, I thought about it and I think I'm probably gonna do it by the end of the year for sure. But I would like to have like some quality content uh, to share with you, and that would be more that is what I'm doing currently on Twitter and everything. So sharing some piece of storyboards, sharing some piece of concept arts, character design and everything could be really dope. But I really want to have something to give to you, if that makes sense. You know, not just you giving money and me doing like whatever. I would like to have like a bit of structure into it. Uh, yeah, basically for you to be sure to not be scammed. You know what I mean? But yeah, I really think it will be necessary because for now I have like a day job as an animator, and I'm doing like all these DOS stuff like on the side, which is cool because it's basically what I would draw even if I was not doing this project. But yeah, a bit of help would be nice because I could be able to basically say no to a few job offers and focus a bit more on the project, which would be like amazing to be honest. Because at some point, like the main idea of the thing was to pitch it and trying to sell it at some point, to basically go to a broadcaster, see if they can help me to work with Team Ninja, Koei Tecmo, and yeah, basically see what we can do, and just having this project being like, yes, it could look like that. People are reacting that way. It could be interesting because blah blah blah, other like retro video game anime adaptation, live action adaptation we have these days. For example, I just finished Fallout on Prime, which is not like a game I'm familiar with, and it actually make me want to know more about the game. And I think it could be like really interesting for DOA to have this kind of with revival. You know what I mean? Because I think, yeah, like DOA is a cool game. Like we're not gonna lie. Like especially like for me, DOA 2 was quite like a revolutionary for the PS2 and even the Dreamcast actually. Like it was fucking amazing when you think it was not even like the early 2000, and it still looked better than a few fighting game coming out like even nowadays. So yeah, no, I think it could be really really nice to have this and to bring back some light on the project and even on DOA in general, because I think it could be like really interesting to have people coming back and being like, oh, this game is like super old and still look dope as fuck. And yeah, basically that was the original idea. I'm saying it was, but it still is the main idea. That's really nice, guys. But yeah, like for now, it's cool because I have like much more abilities to create what I want to create. Because to be honest, like this whole project uh, was for me a way to actually enter the animation industry in general. Because I was not destined to do that at first. I was looking toward like video game concept art and stuff like that. And I ended up doing animation and character design, which, to be honest, I am more comfortable with. But yeah, I think it could be like really, really cool. Yeah, DOA 2 Ultimate was really, really impressive. I was super young when it came out, actually. But for me, it was a bit odd because I was just like, why do they do like DOA 2 after DOA 3? And I was just like, it's exactly the same game, and like my child eyes were not exactly able to see what was the point, and I actually like understand it like way much like more now. It's not just a remaster; it's just like a complete remake. And I never noticed, but like they had like a few cinematics here and there, and it was just giving so much more uh, core to the cinematic content they wanted to start with DOA 2 on Dreamcast and PS2. And yeah, no, this game is super dope. Super, super dope. Especially this opening with Aerosmith. That's actually how I knew Aerosmith. Shall we first open? Gonna do the classic anime now. That makes absolutely no fucking sense. But hey, you won't really be able to see it anyway, so it's fine. And to come back to the Patreon question too, yeah, I was not really comfortable with it at the first, in the first place. But yeah, if it's fine with you guys to support the project that way, because the project is not ready yet for Kickstarter, of course. But Patreon with like, yeah, let's talk about it. Like, what would you like as a reward for Patreon, for example? Like, do you have any ideas of things that could worth it? You know what I mean? Do we So yeah, basically coming back to the whole idea of this fight. I mean, why did I choose this one fight between Miss Armstrong and Fang? So the whole idea was like, since I'm pretty young, I thought that this fight was pretty charged in a way, with good fighting spirit, if that makes sense. Oh, sorry. Um, um, yeah, it could be interesting. Extra animation could be like more time consuming, of course, but I'm actually working on a few victory pose. I have one for Itomi. That is cool. I think I can find it too. It's really rough. But it does exist. I still have to put it on model and everything, but I like it a lot. Wait a minute, I'm gonna find it. Italy. I think that's it. Yep, that's this one. That was just a little thing I tried. Still had to add some DOA jiggle, of course. But I will try to play with the camera angle and everything. And I like this pose actually. But yeah, the why of this cutscene is basically because even when I was younger, was not really understanding English and everything. Because yeah, I used to play DOA 2 in English for years before knowing I could move it in Japanese. And yeah, the whole vibe was understandable in my opinion. Like the whole strength and power is this or that from different point of view. Uh, Always was super interesting to me, and that's something I would like to channel in the project too. This whole idea of seeing a same concept from two different point of view is for me really interesting. And Tina and Leifang are two uh, really opposite characters that are really charming in both different ways, are really strong both different ways, and that is something that I think is really cool. So I'm also working on a fight sequence that is coming right after this one. So as I did on the Kazumi and Ayane fight, we'll have this get ready fight shot, and after that, like a bit of fighting. And even for this tiny bit of fighting, I'm trying to maintain this whole idea of one is pure brutal strength, and the other one is more chill and well thought than the other, but both are right actually because they are both super strong. Even though Lei Fang is like strangely able to break so many things. And I think that was a good fight to use as a reference for what I would like to show in the show. Hola, amigo. Thank you very much for coming on the chat. And it's funny, where are you from, guys? Because for me, I'm from France, and for years, like I think uh, I start to find like a French DOA community like a few years before DOA 5 was coming out. But before that, I thought I was like the only one on earth knowing DOA, which was sad as fuck. That's really cool. I'm really glad of the feedback I have on the two last teaser I did. It's really, really cool. I was born to work with this kind of stuff. That's my opinion. No, I'm really glad. I don't know for you what you grew up with in terms of cartoon, but for me, I was lucky enough to first have a mom that is a weeb, let's be honest. And so I was really, really like brought into anime like at a really young age. So for me, that was animation. Like I never really was attracted to cartoons that have been made on purpose for children because I didn't really see the point. And low-key, I think my mom thought it was a bit like stupid and childish, which is for child, I get the point. But still, it was like not really full of content and everything. So I always was into quite adult animation. So for me, it was normal, you know. And that's basically growing up and being into the industry. I saw how hard it was to create adult animation. And I think this is why we have more adult animation nowadays because people who are in charge now in studios or broadcasters and everything grew up with this kind of animation. And basically that's it. And still, even if it's like pretty trendy, it's still pretty hard for this kind of shows to exist. It's really, really hard. But yeah, no, it's really cool. It's refreshing to see animation as a media and not as a genre, which that's what it is. It's not a genre, it's just a media. It's a way of telling stories, and it does not have to only be for children, especially because like it's more difficult to do than live action, for example. I mean, I wouldn't say more difficult, different. It's really different, but it's tedious and it can tell so many different stories. So for me, it's a blessing that we have like so much adult animation that carry the fact that more adult animation can come after that. But yeah, all these shows are really, really amazing. Like I really had a good time watching Vox Machina, even though I was not really into DMD at first. A friend of mine recommended to me, and yes, I really have such a great time watching it. It was just funny and really well done, and you could feel as if you were playing DMD. No, it was really, really good. And you think that's this kind of thing I would like to create with DOA is this whole thing of I was not into it, and then I just tried and it worked, and it was I had a good time, and I actually start to do some roleplay with friends after that. And I think that's really dope. Like just imagine someone just watching a cartoon and just being like, "Oh, I might just try to download this old video game and see how it goes." Like I think this whole idea is really, really like heartwarming, heartwarming. Yeah, whatever. You get the idea. Okay. Okay. But yeah, and actually, like the whole thing of doing the project was, I really thought about like the industry from the inside, and basically it's super hard to pitch original stories. So stories that are coming from the head of someone, basically. Like if it's not an adaptation of a book, a comic, a known movie or something or whatever, like it's really, really hard for the broadcaster to have trust in it. Except if you have like a really big fan base on the project and everything. Like I saw it happen like once only for the moment. Um, so yeah, I thought about that being like, okay, DOA is existing. So first good point. Second good point, it's not an overused media. So basically, we just had this one live action movie, and that's it. So when you compare it to Tekken, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, which are way more popular, I'm pretty well aware of that. More popular, but like um, they are super used, super used. So it's nothing really new, you know, because people already know about it. So it's cool. Like I'm the first one being like, oh, take an anime, I'm gonna watch it, whatever it is, you know. Like I always have a good time because like just fighting game plus anime, so it's dope for me. But I thought it would be really, really interesting to have the exact same idea with something a bit less known, and that's why DOA for me it's really like interesting for that. And the fact that it is super niche, like people know about DOA but don't really know about it, and I think it could be really interesting to have this choice to showcase something else that is not just TNA, you know, because DOA is that. I'm not gonna lie, but it's also carries like, I mean, it could carry it could carry more in my opinion, and that's what I would like to do. Okay. Mm, use the font. Mm, that would be really, really amazing. And not just like the like every single one of them had like some different artistic direction. Like I remember I was watching this series. I think it was Street Fighter 2V or V2. I don't remember. Artistic direction was on point. It was like a prequel series. I think that's probably what uh, inspired me a bit for the project because I really thought it was dope. Like everything was so subtly balanced, you know. Like the design changed where existing, but you could still recognize the character and not in a cringy way. No, it was really, really good. But I think like the Capcom team are really, really strong at doing this. That's why I would kill to have like a real school anime. I think it would work so much. I was talking with that with a friend that have a studio in Paris actually. Like, would it be like reasonable to try? But yeah, no, if I had like a dream job, that would be to just do that all the time, trying to bring some fighting game community stuff animated scene, because I think many of them have like this underrated type of energy with amazing character that could have amazing character development, amazing designs, stories that could be better sometime. True. But a wide variety of characters and everything could be really, really amazing. Actually, I don't really imagine doing this project without Team Ninja. I think that would be odd, in my opinion. Uh, Ideally, uh, I'm not gonna lie, if I could have the team pre DOA 6, that could be nice. Even pre DOA 5 could be really amazing. But yeah, no, I don't know. I need to think about that and see how to contact these people and see how they would like to work on it. But for now, the main problem I have to work with people is that I don't have the funds to pay anyone, which is why the project is taking forever because I'm doing the thing like by myself. Okay, I think we could. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Yes. The best thing that could happen, honestly, would be to just open an animated studio inside Team Ninja. Okay, let's do the last one. So here you can see the movement. So basically she's here, she's going back, and then she is going forward toward this other shot here. And, oops. I think I cannot change the stream. Just it. And here she's angry. I'm having fun with this frame because basically it's just appearing for 2 frames, so it's almost invisible to the eye. And that's the kind of thing you don't see but you feel. So I can be slightly more off model on this one, but still trying to convey a good drawing. No, definitely. I actually had, it was last week. Yeah, last week I had this tiny idea about like a really short series about Rachel from Ninja Gaiden. That actually would be so much easier to do than DOA. But I think I will come later uh, with this idea. Try to flesh things out properly, see how it is received, basically. Uh, but yeah, the whole thing is like really body horror kind of thing. But I'm really curious to see how I could play with this. And did you guys used to play the game like on competition and stuff like that? Pretty curious because I tried, but I was not the best of the player. Like I did some semi-final in that tournament in France at some point. But pro players are at another level. It was fun. Mm. No, that makes sense. Like especially in the US, like it's pretty big. Yeah. No, for me in France it was quite easier. I was not really far from Paris. I was what, just an hour with a train. The only thing that was I was 16, so it was just about dealing with convince my mom to let me go. But no, it was cool. I actually had a pretty good of like group of friends. Like we're still like friends nowadays, so that's cool. But we were really kind of helping to promote the OA5 in France in events like Comic Con and stuff like that. It was really really cool. But I don't know, like gameplay wise. something seems off on DOA 6. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but I don't know. Even the animation of the characters and everything feels less grounded than before. I don't know if that makes sense. But hey, for now I just have access to DOA 2 on PlayStation. And after DOA 5, DOA 4 and everything, it just feels a bit stiff. Hmm, I see. And what was your favorite DOA game? Shit. And I was so horrible to fight against. No, actually, I think the 4 is my favorite. I mean, 2 is for sure my favorite, but I think the 4 is the one I had the most fun on it alone. I mean, when I say alone, it's like outside of the online mode, because I really spent hours on this game, but like endless hours playing on that by myself, with my family, with my little sister. That was really, really cool. And this game was just nice. I think it was like best of all of the DOA ideas. So for me, it really had like the seriousness of DOA 3 here and there. You had the quirkiness of DOA too in a way. Like when I say quirkiness, it's not a good word, but like it was vibrant. Yeah, I think that's a better word. It was vibrant, basically. It was cinematographic in the best way possible, I think, especially for a fighting game. So yeah, for me it was like a perfect continuation after DOA 2 and DOA 3, because the 3 was, yeah, way too serious in my opinion. I liked it. I really, really liked it. But for me, when I did the jump from DOA 2 to DOA 3, I really had this feeling that I was like a grown up because it was so much more uh, about death, uh, INS trauma coming back, all this kind of stuff. And I was just like, ooh, it feels so serious. Because even the funny endings, uh, I don't know, yeah, the funny one, you had like the Zach's one and Elena's one, I would say. They were all so serious, but I liked it. Like, I like when it's martial art based. Like the whole Itomi story mode was, from my part, yeah, I think from the third DOA is probably my favorite. Because you have everything for me. You have like the my favorite moment in this game is probably like when she meets Janley, and you have like this completely silent moment, just martial art and drums. It was really, really cool. I really thought about doing this one as an animation, but I did a quick poll on Twitter, and it was not the one that came. Uh, so I'll probably do it later. But I think, yeah, it was so, so cool. Even that, the meeting with Ayn, the ending with her dad. No, it was really, really badass. And it was also so pretty, but it was just giving more, uh, less vibration, you know? Perfect. I think I will upload the video anyway, so no problem. But thank you very much for staying here and chatting a bit. It was nice. And see you for the next one. Okay, guys, let me know who's still here. I think I will just finish this and then I'll go. Okay. Okay, it went for today. Okay, guys. That was fun. Okay, we'll try to do that another time. Cheers.